enough of us aren't home for it to be a problem.
So it's not as obvious that
Right.
like, this friction is there, but it's building.
It's building. Now imagine some horrible thing happens in the West, and just like that, they got to come home fast.
It's happening.
It's happening
in front of us.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean like something crazy.
Crazy, okay.
Where they got to get on planes and just hurry up and come down, right?
Yeah.
Once they come down, they came down not for Dirty December.
They're coming down to like
Establish,
life.
live.
Life is lifing now.
They're not gonna deal with this shit. Yeah. There's gonna be friction between the locals, the ones coming down,
the ones here,
the white people here already.
Like you said, this podcast is really amazing because now we can have these conversations. Mm-hmm. We can kind of like lessen or like relieve the friction a bit, because like we should be having these conversations. Right. We should be saying, look, if we're going to be coming here, we should all find a way to work together to build here for all of us. Right. Because there's going to be nowhere else to go. Like Trump is banning countries.
I hope he bans Ghana from everything. I hope they kick out every goddamn Ghanaian. You know why? We need to come back and build, man.
Yeah.
And listen, the reason why I'm saying we are a unique group of people, because right now, even before I go there, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say this. In Ghana, you have these different groups, and this is to the locals. They're gonna get mad at me, but right? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to be politically correct, because it'll come out crazy if I say the way I want to say it. The locals got to be careful, because the very people that you're treating like this, if it goes down, we're the only ones that got your back.
Exactly.
If these white people that are down here decide tomorrow, right, to arm up, civil war, they got guns. Yeah. They brought the ammo. You feel me?
And while you were, sorry to cut you off, but like while we're too busy hating on each other,
right,
they were building an armada in the background. And we were too busy smiling like, oh, white man, hey, like, oh, please, oh, thank you. And then they were just bringing what they need to bring in.
Right.
So yeah, I get you.
And then check it. The Malcolm, who runs it?
Is Indian, right?
Most of the premier residences, who runs it?
Lebanese people.
Or Turkish.
Or Chinese.
A foreigner.
Yes. Let's just,
you know what I'm saying? Foreigners. If it goes down right now in Ghana, right, we are the ones, we've lived with them. We understand their mindsets. Yeah. Like right now, if you're rolling with a local, right, and someone is trying to get you, right, if you're with another local, they can see it. Yeah. You probably can't. You feel me? Yeah. The same way if we're hanging out with some white people and they're moving funny, we will probably catch it before they do.
They do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not saying all white people are bad.
Of course.
Right? Yeah. But history, right? Our history says it, bro. They're not our friends.
And not even history. I mean, you've been watching the news, right? I mean, Trump is like, hey, look, we don't need you people.
Right.
We don't need you.
Right.
Like, across the board, we don't need you.
That's what they think.
And yeah, that's what they
think.
And now it's like, okay, even if it's like a scramble to find the next safest place.
Right.
This is one of the first places you're gonna look.
Coming.
The continent of Africa, right? So, I mean, I love that we're having these conversations, because it's like, if we're able to, come together and actually, find some middle ground,
right,
we'll be unstoppable.
There is no middle ground. When you say middle ground, between who and who?
Just the four groups you mentioned. Oh, except the white people. But like the groups you mentioned, where it's instead of fighting each other,
right?
Because it makes no sense.
See, they're not even really fighting. You can't say fighting, because they'll be like, back. Oh, we're not
pushing back in a sense where it's like, you don't see me as somebody that should have your back.
Right.
When I do really want to have your back.
Right.
Because I came here to be with you.
Right.
Like, if you say I have money, I could have gone anywhere else. But this is where I thought I felt safest, right?
Right.
So I've come here. So instead of pushing back, help me, show me your culture. Yeah, show me your culture.
Right.
like I might not get everything at once, but show me what to eat, what to wear, how to move. I will obviously bring in my own way of doing things or my way of looking at things. But then when I say middle ground, it's like, that's why it's called like roots and routes, right? Like, you know, so the diasporans have their expectations of what this is like. And then we have a Ghanaian or a local, like, okay, this is what you thought, well, this is how it is. Let's find a middle, because the middle could be the best thing for both of us anyways. And like you said, when a white person or like somebody that's not like us is moving funny, you're gonna be the first person to know. I'm gonna be the first person to know, and I'm gonna be like, hey, look, Brody, this guy's trying to get you, or this guy's trying to cheat you, or this guy's trying to take, you know, some resources from you, right? Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, you said history, but like even now we're looking at what Burkina Faso, he's kicking everybody out his country.
I agree.
Oh,
not just the Mali, Niger. I agree with all that. Like, let me tell you why I agree with it. When we go to their countries, they treat us like shit, bro. Bro, listen, let me tell you, right? One of the heartbreaks I had in Ghana. So I have an office in, right? I was living there, right? And when I first got there, you know, it's just I used to get this attitude from all the workers are black, but the management is Turkish. Okay. Right? So, you know, me, I move like how I move. I don't disrespect nobody. I do what I do. I come in and out, right? Of course. So one day I'm talking to the front desk person. One of the black middle management come down. You can't be talking to them. What do you mean? I live here. What are you saying? You can't talk to them. What do you mean I can't talk to them? I see these white people coming here every day. You guys, boss Sue, hey, boss, chairman, hey. Now you telling me what? Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of crazy because they'll see a white person or someone with white skin and they'll bend over backwards, right? If it went down right now, he'll skin you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You go to his embassy and leave you
and leave your ass out here. And I'm gonna be stuck with you. But the one that's here, look, I took my money, my time, and I came home to try to build something, right?
Give back.
Try to give back. I could have went and chilled on some island, just, you know what I'm saying? Get some coconuts and, you know, I'm trying to be, I'm a Christian now.
You gave your life to Christ?
I gave my life to Christ 5 minutes ago.
You guys are gonna see that he's lying.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, 5 minutes. You see the intro? If you guys pay attention, go watch the intro back and then come back to this.
Nah, but stop. Some real shit though, bro. Like, when we come out here, man, we come out here to help, man. Like, we want to build. Like, we could do stuff in Ghana that we can't do abroad. Yeah. Right? You feel me? So when we come with our
safe,
we come with our money, you know, we want to do this and do that, and then you run into some black ass dumb nigga, right? And he's acting stupid because he thinks that you think you're better than him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then some Chinese guy will come right behind me and you lay out the red carpet for him. You know what I'm saying?
Because imagine, like, if they really put like thought processes together, where it's like, okay, so all these people are coming back. We see how it works out in December. So right now, Accra is mad populated, right?
Right.
So imagine everybody comes back and like with that type of money, that type of experience, that type of like knowledge, that type of like perception towards development, all of that, because they've seen what's out there, right? So you come in and like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, most developed countries don't rely on government. Government just puts in place the systems and checks and everything, but then it's private enterprises that, like, you know, push the country forward. So imagine all of that is coming. And we're able to like decongest Accra. So now it's like Ghana is developed. It's not just Accra.
But let me address that too, right? You know why that's not happening? One of the reasons that's not happening, because these white people that are here, not just the white people, right? The foreigners that are here benefit from it being like this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, they won't. You think they left their
poverty is a business,
right? Yeah, right. You think they left their systems and their smooth roads? And I keep addressing these roads because I fucking hate these roads. But that's another topic, right? You think they left the comfort of their country to come live in Ghana because they just love black people so much? you dig what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy, man. Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's. And then you look at it, it's like, I obviously, and this is no disrespect to any foreigner that has come here to do business. I mean, hey, you see a gap in the market, you exploit it, right?
Right.
But it's like, if we're okay with these people coming and having a monopoly on like a majority of the business, why can't you look your fellow black man in the face and say, hey, you know what? come in, we will roll the red carpet up.
Right.
Come, bring your business, bring your money, bring everybody, right?
But the thing is that the influences, right? So typically people think, like, I hate when people blame the government.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the government. It's not the government.
It's not.
It's the people.
Yeah.
Because the people
vote
that are
for
in
the-
government are the same people on the trotros,
Yeah.
the same people driving Uber and shit. It's not like aliens came in their government now.
Yeah.
It's the same, it's the mentality. You feel me? But the thing is, these foreigners know that is the mentality.
Yeah.
They know our mentality. They know we look at white people differently. So what they do is they corrupt certain people, not necessarily government officials.
Yeah.
It could be regular private citizens.
Just people in places of
Influence.
influence or power.
Right.
It doesn't have to be
And
government.
it doesn't have to be great. Like for instance, the management messing with me, right?
No.
They called the landlord, right, and told him my motorcycle's too loud. I haven't been in that place in like a month. So my landlord was like what? You turn on your motorcycle and just rev it for an hour or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, get on in 30 seconds. I'm out.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Why?
it's like,
They just don't want. They don't want to see this there.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying to you? And the fact of the matter is, they push the agenda. They push the agenda because we're so greedy for money. They'll come, and that's what makes it dangerous too for people like us. Because this foreigner will be sitting there looking at me like, damn, I gotta get rid of him. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna pay someone that looks just like me
to
right?
infiltrate.
You know what I'm saying? And he'll just sit there and play puppet master.
Yeah.
I mean, and so they're the ones that are keeping the perpetuating this.
Yeah.
Like one of the people told me, goes, yo, boss, it's not us, it's the management. I'm like, you treat me like this because management? He goes, I'm gonna see in there. You dig what I'm saying to you? And I feel like, especially in Ghana, I feel like a lot of people are spineless. They're spineless.
Africa,
Ghana.
Ghana.
I haven't been to other parts of Africa. I've been to Ghana, so I can speak on Ghana.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I feel like they feel like the white people are superior, so whatever the white guy tells him to do, as long as he puts some money in his pocket, he'll do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no integrity. You feel me? And that's what's dangerous, because eventually, what happens if there's ever a civil war?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you,
our own people.
And I feel like it's coming.
Luckily, that's why we're doing this. If
we're trying to avoid a fucking civil war. Right.
Because, like, I mean, for those who don't know who I am or don't know me, I'm half Liberian as well. I come from a country that has seen civil war, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, this civil war started because of things like this,
right?
Because obviously the first experiment of something like this, well, I mean, it was perpetuated by, like, obviously the West, because it was like white people just coming and dumping black people back on the continent to say, hey, go home, right? But then obviously the black Americans thinking, hey, look, we're trying to, we've come back. We're obviously now black Americans. We should be the ones controlling or dominating this space. The people in the space are like, nah, that can't happen. We're the ones on the land, and so on and so forth. Push back, and then that hatred for each other has, till now, like even till now. I mean, it's slowly like fading away because of, like, education and like just development and stuff like that. But like that hate for each other has continued on till now. And the white man can just go into Liberia, do what he wants.
You know what I think is happening? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what I think is happening, right? You call it a prophecy, call it whatever you want to call it. But there's one thing I think is happening. A lot of the people I'm meeting, right, used to work for the U.S. State Department. Okay. And I ask myself, like, damn, I mean, a lot of diasporans that work for the State Department in the States. I'm just saying, this could be a theory, conspiracy, call it whatever you want. If I was the Western government, if I was part of it, I would definitely see the migration. Damn. All these people are running to West Africa. So what I would do, right, is I would get a jump on it. I would send my own people that are loyal to me as a Western government and put them in positions of power in the Western nations. Yeah. So some people, when they come down here, they don't come to commune with Ghanaians. Yeah. They come to establish themselves. So later on, they can enforce policies, right? And instructions given to them, right, by the West. Yeah. And then let's take a little step deeper, right? Because they make it hard for people like us to establish, if it ever went down, we're not even established.
No.
We can't even help.
Exactly.
We can't help.
You can't back the cause.
What, are you going to throw sticks and rocks at them?
You can't back the cause.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, throughout history, it's been our own people that have stabbed us in the back.
And that's what I'm seeing, right? And, you know, like, I'm watching, like, I've been around and I'm watching, there's more and more white faces I'm seeing. They're getting more and more comfortable. They're jogging out at night. Yo, like, we went to China Mall.
Yeah.
And then there was an Indian guy behind me. The wife was like, excuse me, I looked at her. Like, I'm looking at her, she's like, oh, hi. Hi, yeah, all right, wait. You feel me? Then the husband goes around, right? He tries to get his ticket checked before me. You know what happened? Not all locals are fucked up, just this one, right? This particular one. He goes and takes the receipt and looks. I'm like,
you saw me standing here.
But luckily, another one took our receipt at the same time.
Okay.
So I couldn't really,
anger.
I couldn't really, you know, say what I wanted.
Yeah.
I went to the mall, went to try on some shirts. They say no women, right, in the male side of the dressing room.
Yeah.
So my cousin was with me. The dude's like, hey, I'm like, yo, just wait for me. So I come out to show her what I look like there's a lady with her baby standing right there. So I called her, I was like, yo, come here. I said, why is she standing here? Oh, woman's a yeah. You know, these people, when you tell they don't listen. I'm like, nah, you just told my cousin she couldn't come here. Tell her to leave, right in front of her. I'm like, tell her to leave. Oh, wait, dear bang, tell her to leave. Oh, and then he's politely telling, I'm like, yo, this is up, bro. This is up, but this is what I'm trying to tell you is about to happen, right? Niggas is coming home.
Yeah.
And I'm using the word niggas because I know niggas is watching this. Niggas is coming home. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is coming home. And I guarantee you, niggas is not gonna go for this. You feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas not going for this. The only problem now is this, right? Enough of us aren't home for it to be a problem.
So it's not as obvious that this friction is there, but it's building.
It's building.
Yeah.
Now imagine some horrible thing happens in the West, and just like that, they gotta come home fast.
It's happening.
It's happening
in front of us.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean like something crazy.
Okay.
Where they gotta get on planes and just hurry up and come down, right?
Yeah.
Once they come down, they came down not for Dirty December.
They're coming down to like
establish
life.
Live.
Life is lifing now.
They're not gonna deal with this shit. Yeah. There's gonna be friction between the locals, the ones coming down,
the ones here,
the white people here already.
Yeah, because it's like now there's not enough space for everyone.
Right. There's no system in place.
There's no system in place to handle the. There's the space, but then.
There's no system. There's no bridge. There's no bridges. There's no bridges. There's no bridges. So imagine you got some nigga that was gangbanging for the last 20 years. Yeah. Just by chance, him and his niggas came down, right? You got a military dude, some nigga that was in the military. He came down, right? He's already kind of crazy from, just regular people that just been living, certain lives in the States. Yeah. They come down. Now he's trying to buy some shit and you're giving him all this attitude. Who's to say he's not gonna be, you dig what I'm saying? Nah, but seriously though, like, that's what's coming, bro. Like, once they come down, it's gonna be crazy. And I feel like we need to start looking at these things now. Yeah. And the locals need to start, this is a conversation that needs to be had with the locals, right? Because I seen a thing where they had like kind of a back and forth with the diaspora, like the Black Americans. Mm-hmm. They were all standing up. I forget who did that. There was this thing, it happened when 200 diasporans came down at once. It was all over the news. They brought buses. Okay. Right? They all came down to get, but who? I forget who facilitated that. Facilitated it. But they had like this little, I don't know what you call it, but it was like, not a podcast. They were outside.
Was that recently where they all kind of got their Ghana cards and like
Nah. This one was a little different. Like they just all came down at once, and they were all standing up. And you had like the locals here, and then you had like the Black Americans here.
They had a conversation.
And they had a conversation, right? And the local was like, "Oh, when you guys come down, all the prices go up."
But we don't.
But what? But and this is the dumb thing. You think we like paying high prices too? Nigga, stop raising the prices on your goddamn yams.
Like, think about it. What control does me, who bought my ticket, got on a plane, flew down, what power do I have over your corner shop and your prices?
Right.
Your own
You do.
You do. So like, what does that have to do with me?
Right.
But that's really beautiful though. I think more things like that need to happen.
No, it should happen. You're right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying was that wasn't enough. That was just one moment and it's gone. So you don't even know what I was talking about. You know, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
But this is a serious thing that needs to happen because we know that the locals would typically side with the white people. They're doing it now. They do it at the apartment complex. You see what I'm saying to you? So now, let's say these white people like, damn, all these niggas are coming home. They might team up with the locals. If they team up with the locals, they'll get us out of here.
Push us up, yeah.
All right, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna play the locals against us.
And they have the...
And then, mind you, we haven't built much here.
Yeah.
Right now, everything...
Their claws are in.
Right. Our claws aren't, we don't even...
Like, you go down Boundary Road.
Right.
Lebanese.
Right.
Indian, this...
And we're not saying we're not xenophobes. Like we're not saying like foreigners shouldn't come in, right? No. But there needs to be some lines drawn too. You feel me? Like it has to be fair, and it's not going to be fair because they came first, they established first. Yeah. So the power structure that exists, a lot of them are behind it anyway. Yeah. I know a lot of people won't admit to it, but that's just what it is.
Well, it's very obvious.
You know what I'm saying Ghana being the way it is benefits them.
Yeah.
If Ghana was stable as far as the electricity, as far as the infrastructure, right? If it was easy to do business, if things were smooth, right?
It's smooth for them.
It's smooth for them. I mean, meaning if it was smooth for us, it wouldn't benefit them. Yeah. It'll be more of us will come home and establish.
Because like the monopoly goes from them to
be
more spread out,
and they're not trying to.
We're not making as much.
And they're not trying to go for that. In fact, I saw this YouTube thing where they was going over like the top 10 richest families. Like 2 of them were Ghanaian.
Yeah.
The rest of them were like Arab, Indian, Turkish, Lebanese, Indian.
Because even down to your favorite papaya restaurant,
right?
Your favorite kivo gari,
right?
You don't own
nothing. And then you know what I used to say? I used to say, right, you have all these tribes, right? You have all these tribes, and I think some of the most ridiculous thing to do is to negate, right, the importance of the diaspora, right? A lot of the places you go to is either owned by a foreigner, or a diasporan. So for the local not to like the diasporan is stupid. Think about it. Your phone. Yeah. What company is it?
Apple.
Okay, not the actual phone, nigga. The service.
Vodafone.
It's Voda, right?
Yeah. Or Telcel, whatever they want.
Is that a Ghanaian company?
Not even remotely.
Right. MTN isn't, right?
No. None of them are.
Okay.
Which? No, Airtel is also foreign. Is Tigo Ghanaian? Tigo is not Ghanaian. Yeah. Nobody. None of them don't own it.
The mall, right?
Yeah.
Most of the stores in the mall.
Yeah.
Are they Ghanaian owned? And then typically, before you answer that, I'm not talking about this. The whole board of directors is Chinese and there's like one Ghanaian face. That's not what I'm talking about. Like we don't own most of the stuff here. You see what I'm saying to you? So to not like the diasporan is like really shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah. Because we are the ones that could balance things out.
Because even if, like, obviously there's going to be a power play, right? Whereas like the diasporans feel like, oh, we're superior. Cool. But then wouldn't you rather have someone that kind of looks like you who might have a bit more sympathy to your plight?
Right.
Someone who just does not care about you anyways, have more of a monopoly on whatever's going on.
Right.
So, I mean, like having these conversations, weighing your options and being like, maybe.
But you know what? You know what the harsh reality is? I'm going to give y'all the reality. They're not going to give a about that.
Fair.
So eventually what I see happening is a civil war. Yo, I went to Harvard, bro. And I swear to you, this broke my heart over there. I used to ask like, because I'm in Harvard now. Now I'm like with some of the brightest minds, and I'm seeing there's a lot of Ghanaians at Harvard. There's a lot of them. I'm like, there's this many Ghanaians at Harvard? Oh, bet. When you going back? Nah, I want to do an internship, and then you're not going back?
They're seeing.
I mean, cool. Not one person said they was coming back. I'm like, damn, when the Chinese people, when they're done with school, they go back. Indians, they go back. And somebody was making the argument that, they go back because they got jobs waiting for them. Well, the fact of the matter is the Chinese people that came before them went back and created those jobs.